Are the bulls finally back in control after we closed our daily candle and also our weekly candle bullish above the $98,000 level, as I told you guys yesterday, which would be important to know if we are going to start with bullish or bearish momentum into the next week. We closed the candle above, and as we expected, we now started with beautiful bullish momentum in the direction of the $100,000. As you also know, my short trade just got closed, but as you always know, with the stop loss and the profit, our winning streak is just not ending here at this point. But the question now is, what is going to be my next trade? Am I jumping into a short? Am I jumping into a long? As always, make sure to subscribe, activate the bell, leave a comment down below and smash up a like. Also, thank you very much for the few people that noticed from my voice that I'm actually a little bit sick. Thank you for your blessings, pretty much is what it's called in English. I hope that I'm fully healthy, back again very soon, but I'm still producing these videos anyways for you. So what can we now keep an eye on to find out if this bullish momentum is going to continue for the rest of the week, and if we are reaching the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, which is the last resistance that is in our way before we can reach new all-time highs. And I can already tell you what I'm looking out for is pretty simple. First of all, we have a few liquidations forming again and again. As soon as the price moves a little bit higher, we have new shorts jumping into the markets, and with that we are also forming new liquidation areas here on the Bitcoin heat map. I'm looking at the Binance heat map only. Why is that? First of all, we have the highest amount of volume, we have the biggest amount of institutions on Binance, but another very relevant thing is that a lot of the market makers, even market making on smaller exchanges, and yes, smaller exchanges is even exchanges like OKX or Bybit and so on, I can already tell you that these market makers are relying some of the order flow back to Binance. Everything meets at Binance, so I don't even need to look at the heat map of other exchanges necessarily, as even their short liquidations, at least some of them, are also being put into Binance by the market makers, because the order book of the smaller exchanges is not thick enough to take all of this volume without having some bigger wicks, which no one wants, and that's why the market makers are ensuring that they spread out the volume, and at the end everything ends up at Binance pretty much. So that's why we are looking at the liquidation heat map of Binance. As we can already see, the $100,000 level, the slightly above the $100,000 level, we are forming some liquidations, and also in the area directly below the 0.6 we are forming some liquidations. So for the market makers and the exchanges, there's definitely some more room to the upside. But one thing that I'm really keeping an eye on is the opening of the US markets, and with that also of the ETFs. As you know, on the Friday we had a beautiful positive inflow into the ETFs of $900 million. One thing that we need to keep in mind here is, if the Bitcoin price now was able to close the weekly candle bullish, the daily candle bullish, we started into this week with the bullish momentum we expected. But now today we actually see outflows of the ETFs. This would be the only thing that would make me a little bit uncomfortable jumping into new longs right now. I'm definitely going to share my entry anyways. As you know, in my exclusive free content on Levex, I also shared with you yesterday already, right before the daily and weekly candle closed at the $98,000 level, that the weekly and the daily is looking good, and that we will need to expect the bullish momentum that I also talked about in my video to come in. For now, the final resistance that we have is pretty much the 100K. It is not only a psychological resistance, but also a resistance that you can see here with our Wyckoff, our potential Wyckoff pattern, which now already pretty much got invalidated, guys. Just keep that in mind. This Wyckoff pattern I talked yesterday about as a bullish savior, more or less. Even if we correct to the downside, this already got invalidated as we closed our daily candle. I mean, it was a very close call, I really have to be honest here. As you guys know, after my video we started correcting. It looked a little bit scary, but luckily the bulls were able to push the price back above the $98,000 level till the end of the day and end of the week. And as I said in my yesterday's video, that if that happens, we need to expect the next week to start bullish. And this is also what exactly happened here. So the only thing that would make me a little bit uncomfortable is if we see outflows from the ETFs today, because that would mean that the ETFs are actually taking profits at this $100,000 level. So this $100,000 level might then be a stronger resistance as we all originally thought. So let's keep an eye on that. As said, the market makers in the cryptocurrency space definitely have the interest to move the price a little bit more to the upside potentially. Looking at the ETFs, as said, this is the only thing that we can 100% say that it's 100% real, right? I mean, on the exchanges since we have market makers, they can place limit orders pretty much. They can exit these limit orders right before they get theoretically filled, so they can manipulate how the order flow pretty much looks to a certain extent, as well as they can theoretically fill up limit orders on one platform, exit these same coins at the same times OTC. So the only 100% real numbers that we have are the ETF numbers, and that's why if we see outflows here today, that would not be the best sign, in my opinion, because although we have this beautiful bullish momentum into this week, then the ETFs might then give us the signal that this bullish momentum will not be able to be kept by the bulls throughout the week. And this would also mean that the likelihood of us breaking the $100,000 level to the upside, and especially the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement zone, will get definitely less and less. So I'm personally definitely hoping that we also see a bullish day for the ETFs, because that would be the final confirmation for me that we are going to see higher prices during this week. If I'm going to open a new trade, guys, I will definitely let you know in real time. If I'm not able to make a video when I'm opening a new trade, make sure that if you have an account on Levex, guys, just go to the search, go to crypto or search CryptoMo. Follow me completely for free. And from there on, you will get my posts here in your sidebar, in the exclusive content. I'm sharing my exact entry prices and so on and so on. And I'm also sharing small updates to my videos. As for example, yesterday I told you daily and weekly need to close above the 98,000. If that happens, we can expect bullish momentum into the next week. And then in the evening, I just gave you a small confirmation like, guys, keep in mind the daily is closing bullish. We will need to expect some bullish momentum for now. So let's keep an eye on the chart. Let's hope that Bitcoin can finally break the $100,000 again. And let's keep an eye on the inflows and outflows today, because as said, this will be the only sign that we will get to actually know if this bullish momentum can be kept for this week or not. But now, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, activate the bell, leave a comment down below, smash up a like for sure. And yeah, we're going to see us in the next video, guys. And maybe in my next trade. So see you. Bye. Bye.